Hey there, friend. How you doing? Welcome to Soulvine. This is Jamie. I hope you are doing well. Let's connect in for your energies and see what is happening. We do have a bit of movement over the next few days with planets and retrogrades and so on. And I'll share more on an energy update through the week. And if you haven't already and are seeking some support on, just getting closer to your goals, getting mindset strong and feeling supported, we do have a subliminals channel that you can check out. There's daytime music, there's nighttime sounds as well, which is a lot to reprogram the subconscious mind and just support your journey, whatever it is that you're wanting to get closer to and manifest. So check that out. There is a link below for Expand and Elevate Subliminals. All right, so first up we have got Five of Wands with the Fool card. Let's see what else is happening here, Pisces. We have got the Six of Pentacles with the Ace of Pentacles. Nice. We like to see pentacles. And the Queen of Swords. Okay. Let's get a little bit more. I hope you've had, I know our Canadian friends had Canada Day. I hope you enjoyed yourself. And we do have the 4th of July coming up as well. I don't know what the theme is right now in terms of the energy and everything that people are feeling for those in North America or in the US, because, I know things are a bit wild. We've got the King of Swords. One more. And the Page of Wands. Okay. Let's have a peek underneath. Two of Wands. Okay. So it seems there's some reflection here on something that you may want to take a chance on. I don't know if you're feeling challenged right now on where to jump or where to land or what maybe activity you should be taking. The Fool, as we know it, is about taking a chance and new beginnings, okay? And it's usually something that's exciting, that's capturing your attention, that you're also putting trust in to see where it takes you. But again, the Fool is looking at this Five of Wands energy. So I feel like there's a little bit of a clash going on potentially which way to go or what is the appropriate step to take. With the Six of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, and the Hanged Man, it's coming from perhaps you're looking at the financial impacts. Maybe you're looking at how to balance out your finances a bit further. Maybe you're looking at how to manage everything. The Pentacles energy is more in the 3D, okay? But then we do have the Ace of Pentacles. So I do feel that you hope that whatever that you put your time and energy and effort in, that there's something that comes with it. It's like whatever you do, you want to make sure that you're being rewarded. And that's absolutely makes sense. But you could be doing a bit of a turn in direction here. Maybe it's something that you worked on before. Maybe you didn't feel that you could get that project or get that job or get that situation at that point in time working for you. And maybe you put it to the side, okay? But I feel right now, you're taking that leap again. I think it's interesting too how she's looking at the phone, and I've never really paid attention to that before, but for some reason it's really pointing out here to me. So it could be too, there's communication coming through that's also a bit challenging. Again, for some of you, I do feel this is financial related or how to manage something. Around, the energy and time that you're putting into it. But I do feel like there is something new that wants to present itself that's I would like to say helps give you some clarity or a point in time where you can make some constructive decisions and get really honest about where things are at. I feel like there's some communication coming through. That's what this feels like. And the Hangman at the same time, I feel it's going to put you in a little bit of a reflection here on the past, okay, with this Six of Cups. Maybe you're hearing from someone from the past, but then you do have the King of Swords. So these are, are energies that are quite intellectual, that are quite sharp in the way that they communicate, but it's also with clarity and usually precision. But this is something to do with the past. But I feel like you're being presented with, a potential gift here that's going to help navigate something or help produce something here that you're wanting to do, to build, to create, or to take on. If this is some form of new work or project. But again, you've got a Page of Wands here. Which brings up a little bit more exciting energy, but this energy here just feels a little bit straightforward, straight shooting. But there is some perhaps familiarity here. And maybe that could be part of the challenge. Maybe you don't want to go back to something that you were doing before. Yeah, you seem to be just in a potential state here of looking at what's right for you right now. And I do think money is showing up as a key underlying factor. Looking at it too, again, you got the Two of Wands, Four of Wands, Eight of Wands. So I do feel like this is something you had plans for at some point in time that you put to rest or, put a stop to it. It just perhaps didn't go anywhere. Maybe there was something else going on in your life at the time, right, that you had to focus on. But I feel like it's picking up again, or there's some talks about it. So I think the conversations that'll be coming forward will be quite interesting. All right, let's see what this influence is and potential challenge in terms of this situation. Thank you, Spirit. So you've got the Four of Wands. I just feel like people are shooting information just really direct at the moment. That's how it feels. It's like it's coming across. And it could be something that you're trying to make sense of why the delivery of some situation or conversation is coming this way. And maybe while you may be like that at times, I think for you, again, we've got Piscean energy here with the Hanged Man. There's some reflection here and something is capturing your attention about a situation or something or a place that you've been before. And maybe you're trying to make sense of it. Should I go? Should I jump? Should I take this? I don't know, I feel like there's some pretty significant conversations and truths coming out at the moment. Okay, so you've got Four of Wands and the Justice energy. This could be potentially about a divorce for you, or something on the home front on a legal standpoint. But whatever this is, you've also got the Eight of Cups. So this is what I'm talking about. There's not a lot of emotion here involved. It seems a little on the cold front, the discussions. These could be people in leadership roles or people that have a significant position where they give information that you need, or the conversations that you have are a bit more higher level, But it's interesting. There's some reflection here, and the past could be on a former marriage or a former relationship, or it could be something about wanting to balance and work something out. But you do have the Eight of Cups, so there just seems not to be a huge emotional connection to this, and that could be the missing piece or something that you're reflecting on. I think there's the question, do I really want to go back to this, or do I want to find myself in a situation like this again? Knight of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, and Six of Wands. Whatever's presenting itself seems to be quite stable, and I think you were happy at some point in time But maybe two, and then you have the Emperor. So for a lot of you, this could be, work related, or the situation at hand has something to do with or impact something on the home front, or a path and journey that you've been on at some point in time when you were connected to a certain group of people. I feel like there's also a little bit of nostalgic energy is what it feels like. So I don't know what's popping up here, Pisces, for you. There's some familiarity around it, okay? And I think that's why either something didn't get off the ground the first time, or you're revisiting something that you once did. So take what resonates. But that's what's coming through here. Let's see where this is all going. We've got Strength energy. And Knight of Pentacles is coming out again. So this seems to be around... I feel like Spirit's asking you to take a chance on something here. We've got the Knight of Swords. I feel like there's a lot of people that want to have their say. That's what this also feels like. And that could be part of this Five of Wands energy. I do like it. We've got the Six of Wands coming out again. I feel you're a strong contributor to this conversation. And I feel like whatever you end up delivering, I'm taking this Knight of Swords as something that you're also giving back, or something that you're receiving. It's giving you a very strong acknowledgement of it's come out the right way. The situation's come out or worked out as you potentially wanted. But I feel at first there's a little bit of uneasiness about it. It feels like the conversations are just a bit more with a serious note or tone. What else do we need to know? Okay. And then we've got the Five of Cups, the High Priestess, the Nine of Pentacles, the Moon, and then we've got the Three of Cups. Yeah, I don't know if I like that too great. And then the Three of Swords. Yeah. I'm going to unpack this more, okay, guys? I think for some of you, quite particular, a lot of you, I feel there's some serious discussions around the home front, around a marriage or relationship in general. And some of you could be looking back on what's been happening in the past. And I think you could be wanting to make logical decisions because there's an emotional impact here of not feeling it. But these two energies are also usually are spoken with a bit more steadiness, you know. There's a quite an articulation with these type of energies. This is not someone I mean, these could be legal. Again, that's going to be particular for some of you. For others of you, I feel like you could be putting your hat in the ring or taking a chance on a certain project or some form of work. And maybe there's some conversations that have been happening. There is some reflection on your past, you know, some finer details. But I do feel there's a positive movement forward. But then for some of you, I look underneath and go, what's been going on? Because you've got both the High Priestess and the Moon energy, which is, you know, things that are potentially hidden. It's also part of your intuition. And to have the Three of Cups and the Three of Swords, maybe there has been, you know, maybe some of you have been doing well or trying to work towards something that's important to you and you're getting challenged about it. Maybe there is some talks and, you know, some things that you feel that you haven't potentially gathered all the information or been privy to, or there's a part of you that because there's a sense of freedom here with this Nine of Pentacles energy, but you're also the in-between is what it feels like. So I feel like you've succeeded here and someone doesn't seem happy about it. That's how this is coming across. Because maybe you've succeeded in a way. Yeah, because it's underneath, when we get really underneath this deck, there's some really beautiful energy. You've got the Ten of Pentacles, you've got the Ace of Cups, you've got the Ten of Cups, you've got the Wheel of Fortune. Like, I feel like something is actually coming through in quite a positive light for you. But it seems like there's a bit of talk going on. There's some conversations, but also opportunity here that I feel even underneath all of this. I don't know, someone's just not liking your move or the way that you're going about something. I feel like you're getting a bit of resistance, and these could be part of these bit more higher or top level conversations that are going on for some of you. But ultimately, like I said here, with this Page of Wands, I feel this is positive movement forward, positive conversation, you know, like you've kind of got this green light to go. But there's also a part of you that I feel like you've had a little question mark around because of the conversation, trying to understand where is this taking you. And I think you're also looking at maybe trying to deconstruct what is actually being said. And it's not that it's, what do you call it, over your head or anything. It just seems more that maybe you're the one feeling intuitively like, is there more to this? Should I be looking more to this? Maybe you're trying to connect into former insights or things that you've experienced before, or trying to connect some dots or something here. But again, with this Strength energy, I feel like this news or this information is giving you a new confidence in the path forward here. And that could be part of where you've just gone, hang on a sec. Let's just look this over a little bit, because your intuition is on point, you know. But then there's this solid presentation here or solid opportunity that's showing up, and then something that comes on through to kind of, you know, wants to talk more, but it's just this fleeting energy of, I'm going to have my say and okay, or it's just like, it's just going to land in your lap. Or maybe that's what someone's pushing you, is like, you're not doing enough, or you're not showing up enough, or whatever it is. There's just something here that's a little bit uncomfortable in conversation or the way someone is showing up. And I think you're really trying to do your best to keep this moving forward, or to keep trusting in this process, even on reflection. But as I said, the Six of Wands is kind of showing me, yay, we're getting a win. But maybe someone feels like they're not getting the attention they need, or the support they need, or whatever this is. And I feel like you're really trying to hold ground for whoever or whatever this situation is. But someone, I just think, is a little unhappy here. Let's get a little bit more on this unhappy or disgruntled person. I'm not sure which one it is, but let's check it out, because I feel this Five of Cups has a bit more to say. Thank you, Spirit. Let's get a little bit more. Five of Cups. We've got the Queen of Materials. So again, it's like you've succeeded here. Share more. We've got the Hangman again. And then the Tower. Share more on this Tower energy. So again, there's something with this Moon energy and this Three of Voices, which was showing before underneath the other deck. Who's this Queen of Materials, or what is this Queen of Materials about? So Chariot, Eight of Voices, and the Nine of Emotions. This is positive energy at the same time feeling stuck. The Hanged Muse is also about that little stuck energy or trapped in the thoughts or the experiences around something right now that could be challenging you. And then the Tower. So there seems to be a bit of a shake-up or some revelation here about something that may be hidden. Share more what's hidden here that we need to see. Ace of Emotions. Four of Materials, the Hermit, and the Muse of Voices, which is the King of Swords. I feel like this is about you're making some progress here on something pretty significant for you, okay? Maybe you didn't even anticipate this to work out the way that it is, or the news and information about a certain situation has been surprising. I feel you're making progress and, like I said, succeeding in something. Someone seems a little, moon's also feelings, okay? It seems like someone's feelings underneath are a little bit upset about something, and hence the Five of Cups. But I feel you or this situation is progressing here with opportunity for you. Because we do have the Ace of Pentacles, and then we've got the Queen of Materials, which is Pentacles, okay? And something you've succeeded at, that you've worked hard to get there. So I don't know who this is that's a little dissatisfied with your outcome or the win that you had, but I feel like a part of the energy is you've got this new thing that's happening, you're excited about it, you feel good about it. It's like this person is scared of your growth or scared of what this can mean, because it's someone who's in their head about it, right? Thinking about it. Or maybe because they are just so logical, there's something that they're seeing and not... I don't know, maybe they're cutting you out. Let's have a look. Muse of Voices. The Seven of Voices, which is the Seven of Swords, and the World energy. Share more. Maybe there's some truth coming to the surface. Yeah. So this could be part of it, some truth that's come to light that maybe someone didn't want to come out as part of this. We did see there could have been potential gossip, or potential news or information that was learnt that, again, something worked in your favor. And I think a key part here too with this Eight of Cups is acknowledging the emotional disconnection, because sometimes that part immediately lets the energy go and then allows the universe to intervene as it needs, right? And I feel like here, maybe in the past, maybe intuitively at some point in time, you had a niggle on something here, and you caught something out. And someone is not liking that. I don't know, I feel like you just got a bit of a person or a situation here that is somewhat challenging thinking or challenging outcomes or trying to challenge direction. It's like they want to control it, and I'm seeing if that's the case here, you're going to succeed. And that's their disappointment. It's like someone else has a different strategy or different play or whatever else around this situation. And I feel they're being closed out here with this Hermit and Muse of Voices. Or they finally retract, because I think they recognize here that their strategy or their methods or their approach just hasn't worked. It just seems more a controlling energy. It's like they want the situation to work out the way they want it. It's like, I'm right, this is how it's going to go. But I feel like you've had a totally different approach. And you've maneuvered this quite beautifully, because I think like I said, you've kind of taken a step back in your decision making process. You've got insight, you've figured it out in a different way. And I think you've also given allowance to see where this all lands and falls. And I think too, you've been probably more confident than you normally would be in this situation, because there's some trust that you've had around this situation. And I feel like it's working out for you, and it's just not working out for someone that had a bit of a different plan. So congratulations, Pisces. I'd love to hear more on what this is all about. Anyway, I'll speak to you later, friend. Have a lovely day or night, wherever you are. And I look forward to connecting with you again soon. Bye now.